Imagine starting a profitable business without spending a single cent up front. It might sound too good to be true, but today we're going to be talking about 7 real businesses that you can start with no startup costs. Now, these are realistic, proven ideas, no get rich quick fluff that everyday people are using to earn money. In fact, one of these ideas literally pays you to take a walk outside, and another could very well turn your favorite hobby into a paycheck. So stick around till the end because the number one idea on this list might surprise you with how powerful it can be. And hey, if you enjoyed tips on building your income and success, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more ideas like these. Now let's dive in, counting backwards, starting with number 7, online tutoring or teaching. Now, do you have knowledge in math, languages, or any subject people struggle with? Because online tutoring lets you turn that knowledge into income from the comfort of home. For example, if you're good at math, you can tutor high schoolers over Zoom. Or if you speak English, you can teach it to international students via free video chat platforms. You don't need any upfront investment, just your expertise and an internet connection. Now, there are platforms where you can sign up and connect with students, or you can advertise your tutoring services on social media and community boards. How does it work? Well, say a student needs help in algebra. You schedule an hour-long session, help them understand the material, and you get paid for that hour. Many tutors start by offering a free first session just to build trust, then grow through referrals. Now, why is this likely to succeed? Well, the demand for online education is booming. The global online tutoring market was estimated at $10.4 billion last year and is growing about 15% annually, according to grandviewresearch.com. Now, what this means is more and more students and their parents are looking for tutors on the internet every single day. So, whether it's school subjects, test prep, or teaching a language or skill, there's a huge market out there. As long as you're knowledgeable and patient, you can tap into this growing trend. And remember, you're selling your time and know how, which costs you nothing up front. It's a straightforward way to start earning by helping others learn. On to number 6, house cleaning services. Now, you might not think of cleaning as a business, but home cleaning services are in constant demand and you can start with virtually no money. If you have a few basic cleaning supplies at home, or even sometimes your client will provide them, you're ready to go. Now, here's how it works. You offer to clean homes or offices for a fee, focusing on busy people who don't have time to do it themselves. For example, you could start by cleaning your neighbor's house on weekends for $80 using the vacuum and cleaners that they already have. From there, ask for a referral or a review, and you can quickly get additional clients. You don't need an office or any special equipment, just a good work ethic and attention to detail. So, why no startup cost? Well, you likely already have essentials like gloves and cleaners at home. But even if not, many clients are happy to supply whatever you need. As you earn, you can buy your own preferred supplies, but initially, you can truly begin with nothing more than willingness to do a great job. Now, what makes this business likely to succeed? Well, simply put, people are busy, and a clean home is a necessity. Dual income families, professionals working long hours, new parents, a lot of folks are ready to pay someone to handle the cleaning. The industry reflects that demand, and the residential cleaning industry is growing steadily at about 5% growth each year for janitorial and cleaning services, according to getjobber.com. In other words, this is a stable rising market, high demand and low cost, and it's a perfect recipe for success. If you're reliable and you do quality work, clients will rebook you regularly and also tell their friends. Many independent cleaning business owners start solo with no investment and end up turning it into a full-time income or even hiring a team. It's honest work that any able-bodied person can do, and it can snowball into a thriving business through word of mouth. Plus, you get the immediate reward of seeing a home sparkle and a satisfied client each time you finish the job. So, going down the list, number 5 is freelance writing and content creation services. Now, if you have a way with words, freelance writing is one of the best no-cost businesses you can ever start. Companies, bloggers, and website owners, well, they're constantly looking for writers to create articles, marketing copy, social media posts, you name it. You don't need a degree in journalism to begin, because if you can write clearly and you have internet access, you can offer your services. How do you start? Well, the simple way is to create a few writing samples on topics that you like. For example, write a mock blog post or a product description. These will be your portfolio. Next, you can reach out to local businesses that might need help with either their website content or post your services on freelance marketplaces. Even platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook groups have business owners looking for freelance writers. Now, you might land a small $50 gig writing an article, then use that as a reference to get a bigger project, and so on. No startup cost is required beyond maybe a free Google Docs account. Now, why is freelance writing likely to succeed? Well, we live in a content-driven world, as you know. Every business needs content to engage customers online. In fact, writing is the most in-demand freelance skill today, with 69% of freelance marketers focusing on content creation, according to rebootonline.com. Now, that means there's a huge pool of potential clients who need blogs, emails, and ads written for them. Additionally, freelancing in general is becoming incredibly common. Projections show that over 50% of the American workforce will be freelancing by 2027, according to Upwork. Now, this shift indicates how businesses are eagerly outsourcing tasks to independent contractors. So, as a new freelance writer, you're entering a growing market with tons of opportunities. You can start small, maybe as a side hustle. And if you consistently deliver good work, you'll find clients coming back with more assignments. Over time, you can raise your rates and choose projects that you enjoy the most. Some freelance writers even niche down, like only writing about tech or travel, and build a reputation in that area. But the key is that you're monetizing a skill that you already have, writing. So there's no upfront investment, and your earning potential grows with each satisfied client. Next on the list at number 4, reselling or flipping used goods. Now, this may surprise you, but did you know you can turn other people's unwanted stuff into a profitable business? Reselling or flipping is exactly that. You find used or free items and then you sell them for a profit. Now, this venture can literally start with things you have lying around the house. For example, take that old bike or the extra furniture that you don't use, list it on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, and suddenly you've made money with zero investment. Once you've sold your own items, you can reinvest that money into buying other undervalued items to flip. But here's an even better strategy. Look for items that are completely free. Plenty of people give away goods for free when they're moving or decluttering. So think of Craigslist's free section or local garage sale leftovers. You might pick up a free coffee table that just needs a quick cleanup, then sell it the next day for $40. That, my friends, is pure profit from a zero-cost item. You can also visit thrift stores or yard sales, where a keen eye might spot something like a box of vintage records for $10 that collectors would buy for $100 online. Why no startup cost? Because you're leveraging either free goods or stuff that you already own. You don't need to pay for a store. Online marketplaces are free to use, or they'll take a tiny fee after you sell, which, by the way, you can factor into your price. You also don't need inventory up front. Your stock can literally be one item at a time that you find and flip. And many resellers start as a hobby and realize it can be scaled up significantly. So why is this business likely to succeed? Well, one word: demand. People love bargains and unique finds. And online secondhand shopping, well, it's now become mainstream. The US secondhand market was worth around, wait for this, $50 billion last year, up 30% from the year before, according to CapitalOneShopping.com. In fact, clothing resale alone grew 15 times faster than the broader retail market in 2023, which shows how quickly resale is growing. This means there are millions of customers hunting for deals on used goods every single day. By flipping items, you're not trying to create demand, it's already there. What you're doing is simply moving products to the people who want them and getting paid for that effort. Another reason reselling succeeds is the appeal of sustainability. More consumers prefer to buy secondhand to save money and reduce waste. So if you're savvy about spotting value, whether it's electronics, furniture, fashion, or collectibles, you can carve out your own niche. Every flip teaches you something about what sells, so you get better with each deal. And it's incredibly satisfying to turn a $0 find into real cash. And you can start immediately. No money is needed, just your hustle. Now, before we move on, here's a quick teaser. One of the upcoming business ideas will actually pay you to take a walk in the park and play with pets. Now, if that sounds like a dream gig, keep watching. It's coming up soon. Now let's jump into our top 3 no-cost businesses, starting with the one I was just talking about, and that is pet sitting, excuse me, and dog walking. So, attention animal lovers, that includes me, by the way. This idea is a chance to spend time with furry friends and get paid for it. Pet sitting and dog walking require no upfront money, just trustworthiness, care, and obviously a love of pets. Now, here's how it works. Many pet owners are busy with work or travel and they just hate leaving their pets alone. I know I do. As a pet sitter, you take care of someone's dog or cat, usually in the pet's home, or occasionally it could be yours, while the owner is away. Now, this could mean dropping by to feed and play with a cat, or even staying overnight to keep a dog company. As a dog walker, you might pick up a couple of neighborhood dogs and take them for a nice long walk each day while their owners are at the office. There's practically no cost to start. The pet owner will provide the leash, the dog food, toys, etc. You just need to show up on time and give the pet attention and exercise. Now, you can start by offering your service to friends, neighbors, or through apps like Rover that connect pet sitters with local clients. Now, imagine earning $15 to $30 for a 30-minute dog walk. That's real money for doing something as simple as strolling around the block and tossing a ball in the park. In fact, pet sitters charge about $25 for a 30-minute visit and around $80, even more, for an overnight stay, according to Dogster.com. So a few good clients can quickly turn into a steady income. Now, why is this business likely to succeed? Well, pet ownership is at an all-time high, and pets are truly part of the family. So when owners can't be home, they prefer a personal sitter or a walker over leaving the pet at a kennel. Trends are making this even more popular, with many people returning to offices after working from home. So the pet sitting industry is projected to grow by about 11% a year as folks once again need help during the workday. Now, wait for this. There are roughly 77 million dogs and 58 million cats in the US, so the market is huge. Most pet sitters start as an independent solo, which shows you don't need a big company name, just build a reputation for being reliable and caring. Clients will gladly pay and rehire you when they see their pets happy to see you. It's a real feel good business. You're helping pet owners have peace of mind, you're keeping pets happy and healthy, and the plus is you get companionship and exercise as a bonus. Now, if you love animals, I do, this is arguably the most enjoyable way to earn extra money without spending anything to start. Do me a favor though, just be responsible. Treat the pets as if they were your own, and you'll likely have clients booking you regularly and referring you to other pet owners too. On to number 2, virtual assistant services. Now, if you're organized and good with basic computer tasks, virtual assisting is a no-cost business where the only thing you're selling is your time and skills. A virtual assistant, or a VA, provides administrative, technical, or creative support to clients remotely. So think of tasks like managing emails and calendars, data entry, making travel arrangements, social media posting, or customer follow up. All the little things entrepreneurs and business professionals may not have time for. Now, you can do this from home on your laptop. To start, identify which tasks you're best at. Maybe it could be scheduling and making phone calls, or maybe you have a knack for social media engagement. Then you can reach out to small business owners, freelancers, or executives that you know and offer to help them a few hours a week. Now, there are also freelance websites where businesses post VA jobs that you can bid on. No money is needed up front. You likely already have a computer and internet, so the software tools you'll use, such as email, spreadsheets, Zoom, etc., they're all free. You don't need formal training, though if you have it, great, because you can start with simple tasks and learn as you go on. For example, a realtor might hire you for, say, 5 hours a week just to respond to routine emails and update listings online. Now, they pay you for those 5 hours, and you've essentially created a job for yourself without any application process or investment, just by pitching your services. Now, why is the virtual assistant business likely to succeed? Well, in today's world, remote work is standard, and companies are looking to cut costs by outsourcing tasks. Hiring a VA is far cheaper for a business than bringing on a full-time administrative assistant with benefits. So as a result, the demand for virtual assistant has skyrocketed. Job postings for VAs jumped 35% in the last year alone, according to the virtualassistantinstitute.org. Now, excuse me. This surge is driven by many companies going remote and entrepreneurs needing flexible, on demand help. It's a growing pie, and you can grab your slice by offering reliable support. Another encouraging fact is that many virtual assistants earn a decent income of around $45,000 a year on average for full-time VAs, which shows that clients are willing to pay well for skilled help. Now, because this field is so broad, you can choose the services you like doing most, whether it's bookkeeping, customer service, or even personal tasks like making appointments. As you do good work, clients often increase your hours or refer you to others. Soon enough, you might have a waiting list of people wanting to pay you to handle their busy work. The flexibility in itself is a huge perk. You set your schedule, work from anywhere, and can take on multiple clients to diversify your income. With professionalism and good communication, a virtual assistant business can grow rapidly all without putting any money down, because what you're doing is leveraging skills that you already have. And now, finally, number one, the top one, content creation, like YouTube, blogging, or podcasts. Now, imagine earning a living by talking about something you love or sharing your everyday life hacks, because that's what I do. That's the essence of content creation as a business. Thanks to platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and blogging, anyone can become a content creator and potentially reach millions of people. The best part, starting is completely free. You probably already have the only tools that you need, like a smartphone or a computer and an internet connection. In this business, you are the brand. You create content like videos, articles, podcasts, photos on topics that you're passionate or knowledgeable about. Build an audience and then monetize that attention. Now, how does monetization work? Well, there are many avenues. Advertising revenue, for example. YouTube pays you a share once your channel gets enough viewers. And then there's sponsorships and affiliate marketing, where you can recommend products with special links and earn a commission on sales. And then the selling merchandise or online courses to your fans and more. Now, here's a scenario. Suppose you love cooking and have a fun personality. You start a YouTube channel demonstrating budget friendly recipes, and it costs you nothing except ingredients that you were going to buy for dinner anyway. After consistently posting videos for a few months, you begin to grow a following. Soon, you cross YouTube's threshold and start earning a little ad money from each video. Now, a kitchen gadget company notices your content and offers to send you free equipment and a sponsorship deal if you feature their product. That's even more income. So, bit by bit, your channel turns into a steady revenue stream. This exact journey is happening for countless creators, including me, right now. Now, why is content creation likely to succeed as a business? Well, we're in the middle of a creator economy boom. People are consuming online content now more than ever, and advertisers are literally pouring money into this space. In 2024, the creator economy, think all the YouTubers, influencers, bloggers out there, reached roughly $250 billion in market size. And the great news is it's expected to almost double to $500 billion by 2027. Now, that explosive growth means there's plenty of opportunity for new creators. Brands now offer, they prefer to advertise through relatable content creators rather than traditional channels, because audience trust individuals more than commercials. Moreover, virtually every niche has an audience. Love knitting? There's a community for that. Into fitness, personal finance, gardening, or even an obscure hobby like competitive yo-yo tricks. Well, you can build a following around it. The success stories are everywhere. Ordinary people have started TikTok accounts, reviewing household products or giving study tips, and within a year, they have hundreds of thousands of followers and a viable business. Now, it's important to note that content creation is not an overnight cash grab. It requires consistency, creativity, and patience before the money flows. But the upside is huge and the cost is zero. All it takes is your time and creativity. So every piece of content you put out is kind of like a lottery ticket. The more you create, the better your chances of hitting a big win, such as a viral video, a blog post that ranks on Google, etc. And even when growth is slow, you are building an asset, your personal brand. Every subscriber or follower is someone who could become a customer for something that you offer down the line. Now, the reason this works is because humans are always hungry for information, entertainment, and connection. If you can provide any of these consistently, you'll attract an audience, and even a modest audience can be monetized. For example, excuse me, a small YouTube channel with 5,000 loyal subscribers can earn income through a few sponsored videos and affiliate product links. The key is delivering value and engaging with your community. And remember, many successful creators started with just their phone and an idea. No fancy equipment, no money invested. Your authenticity and knowledge are your main capital here. So if you've got a passion or perspective that you're excited to share, content creation is a zero-cost avenue with potentially limitless rewards. So there you have it. 7 business ideas that require no startup costs and are truly achievable for everyday people. Each of these can be started today, right now, with whatever skills and resources that you already have. The examples that we discussed, from walking dogs to writing articles to launching a YouTube channel, prove that you don't need a rich investor or a pile of savings to begin. What you do need is the willingness to take action. So pick one idea that resonates with you and go for it. Maybe it's something you're already good at or something you've always wanted to try. Doesn't matter. Just start. Post that ad for your service, create that account, reach out to that first client. The most important investment of all is your effort. Remember, a year from now, you'll wish you'd started sooner. Every big business begins with that first step, and every side hustle can grow into something bigger. These 7 ideas are low risk and high reward. The only thing you might lose is a bit of time, but what you can gain is financial freedom and the pride of building something on your own. So, no more excuses about not having money to start. You've got the knowledge now, and the next move is yours. Take that leap and make it happen. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see you succeed. Have a great day, my fellow entrepreneurs. Thank you.